Hey guys, UHD here, back with another video, and this week we're going to be going over something really special. The Sennheiser HD650s, and today with me I got one of my brothers. His name is Josh, and he's got a YouTube channel where he does reviews on basketball stuff, basketball gear, and basketball shoes. You can check him out in the link below. I'll leave all that stuff down there for you to check his channel out, Josh the Ginger. Anyways, we're going to be doing a review on these awesome headphones. This is the original version from 2007 that they first created before they came out with the second editions. I got these as a gift from my fiance's grandmother, and they're really for audiophiles and people who use a lot of editing and music editing and stuff. They really feel comfortable in the headphones. What do you think, Josh? What is something you noticed about them that were different from all the other headphones?
Well, obviously they have their open back headphones, so as you were talking just then I could hear you. And they're really meant for like studio use or just quiet places, so you can just, like you said, edit audio files and stuff like that and just get true like neutral sound. They're not bass heavy, there's not too much treble. It's just for a realistic sound for editing and everything like that. One thing I noticed about them is that when you use them on your normal phone with like a headphone jack or something like that, they sound really great, but you can't really tell the difference until you plug them into an amp. That's when you really unlock the raw audio of these, and you can really tell about like
just the true sound that comes out of it.
That.
One of the cool things about these headphones that make it so expensive and apart from all the other headphones is the ohms and the impedance level that allows you to have that true listening experience. So when you're plugged into the 3.5mm jack, you're only going to get about 20 to 30 ohms worth of impedance. So it'll still sound great. You can still hear around you. Gaming with it's still great. But when you plug it into a bigger system like that, you can use all 300 ohms of impedance, and that's when you get the true sound like he was talking about. And
exactly.
it sounds great. It sounds amazing. These aren't going to be for everybody, unfortunately, but that's why we're here to do this review and this video is to just tell you more about it, let y'all know how great and they are, and see what y'all are going to need them for and learn more about them. What else did you notice, man? What else did you notice about the headphones?
Like you were saying, it's for more higher class people who have more money and time to just listen to audio files like that and just spend as much money as they want on these things, because you have to buy this, and if you really want to use them to their full potential, you have to buy an amp. And so it's a really very tight spectrum of who's going to be buying these headphones. So yeah,
definitely. I wanted to go over real quick something they put in the user manual. They go over and describe a lot of the specs, and they're gonna give us an idea of what it's supposed to sound like. So I'm gonna read it off to you guys real quick. That way you guys can understand what they say that these sound like, so it's not just coming from us. They said that the sound is exceptionally natural, spatial, and accurate. It's suitable for all types of music. It has a balanced, contoured bass, and it has real deep bass reproduction. So even if you're listening to a bass-heavy song, it'll still do it and reproduce it for you, and it'll sound good, but it won't be over-exaggerated like your extra bass headphones that you usually hear.
exactly.
It also says it's got exceedingly authentic voice reproduction, natural strings and wind instruments, natural trebles, and silvery clear cymbals. So again, they're definitely hinting and noting that these things are meant for editing and listening to true files, like original sound files, not MP3s. You gotta get the original sound files, but they're still great to listen to regardless, and the build quality on these things is amazing. What have you noticed about the build quality on these things, dude?
Well, it's almost completely all metal and aluminum. It's really, really premium. You can tell how much you paid for them. They're nice and heavy and thick, but they're still super comfortable, as you can see from these huge ear cups. Also, they feel really good. They're very stable on my head, and I feel like, I mean, they're not sports headphones, but you could run around and do stuff in them without them moving at all. They really just are very secure, comfortable, and they're great.
One of the cool things too about these is the cable that it comes with. It's a 3-meter or 9-foot cable. So if you have it plugged into your system, you can walk around your living room, your bedroom, and not feel like it's gonna get tangled or you have to pick up and take the headphones off. Also, the cables that you plug into these things are specially made for them, and you have to make sure that you're careful when you're plugging them in, that the right and left are plugged into the appropriate side, and that the R and the L are facing outwards, not inwards, because of the different size prongs that go in, and you can mess up the pins when you push them in the wrong direction. So just make sure if you do get these that you're paying attention to that when you put them in. Other than that, it's made reinforced with Kevlar. They got a lot of different special things in there that help with the audio and making it comfortable. From my listening experience, I've worn these things for about 3 hours straight, solid listening, and no problems to my head or my ears. They feel tight when you go to put them on at first, but the second they're over your ears, it's a completely different feeling than I've ever had from any headphones. It's like it's meant to be on your head as opposed to an attachment to your head.
Exactly.
And they do indicate definitely everywhere on here, right and left sides, to make sure that you use them appropriately, because if you don't, your ears aren't going to be sitting on there properly. But they're not over the top comfortable meant for that position. They're meant to be true audiophile listening headphones. If you guys like what you saw and you like what you learned in this video, make sure to hit subscribe down below, and also go check out his channel where he's reviewing some basketball stuff and just going over a whole bunch of awesome gear over there. Also leave comments, likes, dislikes, all that good stuff, and then I'll leave links in the description down below to his channel, to the products we talked about, and everything else y'all needed to know. Anyways, this is Luke, and
I'm Josh the Ginger. I'm out.
I'm out. Later.